The New England Patriots preview and the open edition of the Stephie Smalls Show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to a $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SMALLS. And it's giveaway time. We're doing it big over here. Want to win some Stephie Smalls Show merch, a $50 NFL future bet of your choice from Circa, and a 30-minute Zoom with me to fix your fantasy team, roast your league mates, or if you just want to have a high noon with me or a blue moon, that's what I'm drinking today. Here's how you do it. Leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, screenshot it, DM it to me on Twitter, and boom, you are in. Bonus entry, leave a comment on this YouTube video and DM us that screenshot too. This is all going to end July 30th, so don't wait. Enter now. Let's go.
Are you ready?
I still have yet to make it off the floor. I'm still on the floor. I am still traveling. Today, I'm actually on my childhood bedroom floor. We have an exciting show coming up. We got the Patriots preview and features with Cody, and then we're going to talk about the Open, last major of the year, with Malcolm. So why don't we just get Cody in here right now? We got to talk about these New England Patriots. How's it going?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for dealing with me while I figure out how the fuck I'm going to set this up. I didn't know how this was going to go. I'm on the floor. I don't have a desk in here anymore. It's a yoga studio. I'm on a yoga pillow. So there's a lot of chaos going on.
Got to make the best with what you got, right?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I'm lucky that I am traveling right now, so it's all good. Let's talk about these New England Patriots.
Let's do it.
I feel like you've been on. We've talked about them. So now we have to finalize our thoughts before the season starts. Let's talk about the 2024 Patriots.
Do we have
4-13. Yeah, no, we do. I'm sorry. We do. If I have to do a Giants preview, you have to do a Patriots preview. So we're going to talk about them. Same record 2 years in a row. No more Mayo. Bring in Vrabel. Talk to me about this offseason in just 2024. You can keep it nice and sweet if you want.
Yeah, I mean, to the offseason point, the Mayo thing, I was never a big fan of right from the beginning. Vrabel was right there already, and it was like that made so much sense. But
yeah,
I think there was the deal behind the doors, like, hey, this is going to be yours. We got to give it to him. So we gave it to him. It clearly didn't work out very well. And luckily, Vrabel was still there waiting. And so, now they've brought him back. Obviously, going back to last season, some very few bright spots to look at, but Drake Maye, I think, was the bright spot that definitely you need a quarterback. And to me, he showed he is probably, he's capable of being a really good quarterback, I guess, is a good way to put it, and showed some bright spots with one of the worst offensive lines in the league. They've addressed that majorly, which is a good thing. That's going to help them probably the most.
Yeah.
But then the coaching that they brought in to put around him, a guy like Vrabel, bringing Josh McDaniels back. McDaniels, he's only good at being the Patriots offensive coordinator. No other jobs is he good at. So that's where he belongs, and it's a good spot for him to be. So, yeah, I'm very, very excited with what they've done this offseason, and in particular the coaching staff. Oh, are you muted? I can't hear you.
Steph, you're muted. Steph, you're muted.
Am I muted? Okay. All right. God, I had a whole spiel here about
I didn't know if it was my connection or what happened.
No. Okay. God, I'm a hot mess. Is everyone so excited for me? I was saying Jones. It's a long time to suffer through that. Can you not hear me?
It was.
You're just.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
You were cutting out for a second, but you're good now. Yeah, it's 3 years with Mac Jones was rough. I don't know. There seemed to be some promise at the beginning, but it obviously didn't pan out. I think he'll be a good backup as he, travels throughout the league now. But yeah, I'm glad that they made that decision to move on, and I think that Drake Maye appears to be the correct choice so far.
Yes, he looks good. Let's talk about the win total. 8.5 right now. The over is plus 104. Opened at 7.5. They are turning into, I mean, as a Giants fan, I'm never going to call the Patriots America's team, but they're kind of like the Carolina Panthers, where they're the darlings. They're another one of these darlings going into the 2025 season. Where are you at with this win total sitting there at 8.5?
Yeah, I sort of hate that everybody seems to kind of be on them. I hate that it's this high. I'd rather be less expectations and kind of under or have lower expectations and overperform. But I still like the over. I think that this is going to be a good team. We've seen they've got the pieces in place. It's a good organization, right? And we know how much that means in the NFL. It's a good organization. They've got a quarterback that's a lot better than a lot of teams. Now you're bringing in stellar coaching. I mean, look at what Vrabel did with the Titans with guys like Marcus Mariota at the helm. Like, didn't he? I think he had a 13-win season where they were the number 1 seed in the AFC with Marcus Mariota as the quarterback. So that shows a lot about what he can do. They've obviously addressed the 0-7 or I got to be saying he hopes they go 0-17. Come on, Mark. But yeah, they've addressed the offensive line, which is great. I don't think they're going to go 0-17, but I wish it was a little bit lower, just because I was going to get the over either way. But
yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I can't. I don't think I can take the over 8.5, but I like the over 7.5. Like 8 feels right, and then it starts to feel a little icky when we start talking about 9 wins here. I don't know why that is. I like a lot of the pieces that you've come on before. I've talked a lot about like how much I like what they've done here to make the playoffs. Plus 155. That's it. That's all you're getting here for the Patriots. Yeah. If you want the Patriots to go to the playoffs, plus 155. Are we in on that?
Yeah, I mean, from a betting aspect of things, that makes it tough. It makes it tough to bet on them, right? I think that they're going to be in contention to be a playoff team, and I think that they should be a playoff team, but only getting that number, that's probably not the best place to invest your money to get them. They do have one of the easiest schedules in the league, which is nice. I think it's the 3rd easiest from what I had seen. So you like that and how it kind of sets up for them. But yeah, it does make it tough in the betting aspect of things, because you're not really getting a very big line for a team that's been pretty bad over the last couple of years.
Yeah, and there's probably some piece baked into it that this is a good franchise. They, like, you look at what they've done historically. I don't need to tell everyone here that and there's just something to like about the way they're building and the way that they're going about it. The AFC East, which I've said, I'm so tired of talking about this division, to be completely honest with you. But plus 625 to win the division. I see it as short as plus 475 at 2 books here. Is there any interest here? Like, how could this play out where the Bills do not win this division?
Well, I don't really like betting on them to win the division. I think it's clearly the Bills' division. And we all know the Bills are great during the regular season. They'll choke in the playoffs and never win anything like they always do, which is wonderful. But it's theirs to lose in the regular season. I don't know that I'm ready to go that far. And even with New York and Miami, there's a lot of question marks with both those teams, but maybe not the Jets as much. But Miami, I don't think is that far away from being a pretty good regular season team as well. I mean, getting to the playoffs, can they hold up? That kind of thing is definitely a question. But for regular season, I mean, this should be the Bills to run away with. I don't have a ton of interest in betting the Pats to win the division.
Yeah. Oh, this will piss people off. Who is the Cowboys of the AFC, and is it the Bills?
Well, no, the Cowboys are a lot better than the Bills. They've actually won something. The Bills, I tell this to Adam all the time, the managing editor over at SGPN. They've never won anything. They have the loudest, cockiest fans, and they've literally never done anything. I mean, 4 Super Bowls in a row, losing all of them. Extremely impressive at being losers.
I feel like sucking so bad for a while and then like getting a taste of what it's like to be like a good football team just turns people into lunatics, like it's like you taste that, which like, Super Bowls, I know Super Bowls, like we know what it's like to be really good. So also when you suck, it's like we suck, but like you'll never see a Super Bowl in your lifetime, and I saw multiple. So like there's a difference in it. But I feel like everyone in the AFC East says that about Bills fans. Any interest in them in the Super Bowl? 100-1? Can I get you there?
I mean, yeah, why not? Right? I mean, why couldn't they? We've seen the Patriots do it before with a young quarterback, a good coach comes in, a good young defensive minded coach comes in, takes them there. They're the big underdogs. Why couldn't that be the story again? Obviously, it's a long shot for a reason, right?
Yeah.
But I think that it'd be quite the turnaround. It'd be quite the story, but it's not like we haven't seen that type of story before, and even from this type of team.
Before we move on to some of these player lines, which I think some of them are really fun to look at for this team specifically, what stops them from getting over that 8.5? Like, what are the things that concern you the most about this team going into this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the biggest questions are going to be Drake Maye. Like, does he have it? Like, I think he does, right? If he doesn't, that will shine through probably pretty quickly, and that can cause a lot of issues, right? I mean, them getting to 9 wins is based on, hey, Drake Maye's the dude, and he's going to show up and look good. If he's not the dude, that's going to lead to problems quickly, right? I think that's and maybe the most obvious thing, but needs to be stated because he is the quarterback, right? I think the wide receiver part of things and part of the offense is going to be a bit of a question mark because you've got a lot of wide receivers, but you don't have a ton of guys that really stand out crazy above everyone else. You know, Diggs, we'll see where his head's at and what performance he puts up. You know, in the rookie Williams, I think we'll see what we get out of him, right? And a guy like Pop Douglas, I think, is a solid guy. But you know, what is all that? How does that offense, I guess, completely click? Is the biggest question.
Yeah, and it seems like Williams is becoming a little bit of a darling as well. And we'll talk about Diggs here in a second because I think, especially in fantasy, he's actually growing on me more and more as we approach the season. Let's look at Drake Maye's line. So his passing yards is at 3,200.5. The over is -115 last season, just shy of 2,300 yards and 12 starts, 15 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Any feelings here on the passing yards?
Yeah, I didn't look as much into the passing yards, so I did actually wrote my 3 best bets for all 32 NFL teams for sportsgamblingpodcast.com. So head over there, you can check that out. But for the Patriots, all about May, but more in the pass and rushing yards is where I really love him. I think if I was going to play one future for the Patriots, it's Drake Maye over rushing yards.
Yeah, and you brought up the rushing yards. 425.5. I actually bet it today. There's 2 bets I placed on these Patriots. Maybe there was 3. I forgot now. 425.5 over was -110. Last year he had 54 attempts, 421 yards on 12 starts.
And only 12
I'm
games.
looking down because I have paper notes today, everyone. Okay. We're really going back to like I am in my childhood bedroom and like we're doing this like very much okay.
I love the paper notes. I got them too.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm big paper and pen girl. That line seems silly to me.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, he is a running guy, right? He's going to run and they would be stupid to take that away from him. It's a big part of his game.
Yeah.
You know, last year he was running for his life because the offensive line was so bad. They should be a lot better this season and give him time to hold up. But that's also going to help him be able to run because he's going to have time to make that. They're going to be able to design that in there. Again, that's only 12 games played, and he was 5 yards short of hitting this total. And that was, again, coming in, bad team, you know, questionable coaching, all of this stuff. Now you're putting him in a much, much better situation. Ideally, he plays in 17 games, maybe 16 if they have to rest the final week of the season. I don't think that's going to happen. But he's going to have more games to get there and a better offense in general. So it seems weird to me that this number is as low as it is.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Who of the second-year quarterbacks do you think is going to have that sophomore slump?
Sophomore slump, boy, I'm trying to think of all of everybody who was rookies last year.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels was a rookie last year, right?
Yeah, Bo Nix.
I mean, Yeah.
Michael Penix didn't play enough like for me to
Yeah.
consider that a sophomore slump.
Daniels would be like the obvious one just because his
Yeah.
rookie season was so good. And we saw it with like CJ Stroud, but I'm pretty high on Daniels. I think he's that guy. Man, I feel good about all the guys who were rookies last year. Like Bo Nix showed a lot. Drake Maye showed. We might look back in a few years and be like, damn, this was a hell of a class.
Yeah, absolutely. This is something I know we've talked about when you've been on before. And I feel like I'm backpedaling a little bit. Like we're going to go into the running backs here. I don't know if that's just because I'm getting sucked into the echo chamber talking, like hearing about these running backs, because I was a big TreVeyon Henderson. I actually wasn't huge on him going into the draft, but the more I evaluated him, I just love the landing spot too. I think it's fantastic. Rhamondre Stevenson, his rushing yards is sitting at 700.5. 14 starts, 207 attempts, 801 yards. I feel like I have to stand my ground on this. I don't think I can backpedal enough. I think I'm just going to ride the Henderson train. Where are you at with that number, 700.5?
Yeah, for Henderson, that one made my best bets as well. That was my other best bet actually was Henderson.
Yes,
I think that
5.5. So that was what the I bet as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think that Henderson's going to end up being the guy. I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
First of all, I think they probably will both get a good run, and Vrabel's a guy who likes to run the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that even though McDaniels is going to be one calling the plays, that Vrabel is going to have that kind of push into his mind as well, right? But I think that Stevenson probably starts the year as the guy because he's been the guy, he's established all that. But that big contract they gave him a couple years ago, that's the old coaching staff. This is this coaching staff's guy. They selected him, they took him high. And I think that, all the pieces we saw in college, and in addition to the landing spot and where he's coming in, I think he's going to quickly establish himself as the guy. And as we get into the second half of the season, you're going to see a transition from heavier on Stevenson maybe into Henderson a lot.
I feel like you put my mind at ease over this. I'm doing this a lot with the Steelers backfield too, but sticking with this team, I think too, TreVeyon Henderson is a really great pass blocker. And give me guys that are going to be on the field, period. Like I always am going to want that. I think he has that advantage. I think we talked about, I feel like I'm having deja vu. Stevenson got benched, didn't he, for a fumbling issue at some point last year too?
I think he's been benched multiple times.
4 fumbles by week 5, and they're going to be like, no fucking thank you.
Yeah, because he had that problem even when Belichick was around where he fumbled a lot and got benched for. So that's, and again, to the coaching staff, these are Belichick guys, and you have a guy in there, Henderson, that can pass block really well. That's how you earn more time on the field and how you earn more reps. And I think that they're going to look at him being in there more to pass block and him putting in that effort and reward him with more time with the ball. And I think that's how we're going to see that transition. And then Stevenson fumbles in a key situation or something, and they could pull the plug on him and you never see him again.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we talk about this wide receiver room and start wrapping up about the New England Patriots, think you know ball, then you have to enter Circa's football contest with 21 million in guaranteed prizes. There is no rake, so if entries go above the guarantee, all extra money will go to the prize pool. Circa Million, you pick 5 teams against the spread each week, or go for the ultimate sweat in Circa Survivor, which I will be entering this year, and we will do some content surrounding it. I'll probably get knocked out week 2, but that's okay. It's fun. There is even the Circa Grandissimo for the big dogs, a $100,000 Survivor contest. You must register in person at Circa Sportsbook in Nevada. Great excuse to book a trip to Las Vegas. Come out for contest weekend. Come hang out with me. Join my fantasy league. Hang out with the SGPN crew. We will be out there. Sign up in Nevada and play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. We're brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every sport, including the MLB, WNBA, golf, and of course, football futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of locations, easy deposit, and lightning fast payouts. This is usually when I force golf into the show, but my next guest is a golf guest, and we're going to talk about the Open. So I'm going to save myself. You have to stay tuned for my best bets. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SMALLS for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. Stefon Diggs, Cardi B's boyfriend. Cardi B's boyfriend. I was saying on the last show, I would do anything. I feel like we were robbed of a Cardi B Bill Belichick interaction. We were robbed of that. It would have been rich.
It would have been great. That would have been a great thing to say.
Damn good. I want that picture. Like, it would have been great. Like, I absolutely love that. Stefon Diggs, though, he's still going pretty late in fantasy. He's one of those guys. Everyone's such an ageist these days, which sometimes I don't blame you. He's coming off the injury. I get it. Receiving yards, I see somewhere 750.5. Hi, you have my attention, I think. A little bit here. Let's lock in here. Receiving touchdowns, though, 4.5.
I think that
5, right?
Yeah, I think that's the place to attack him. He's an older receiver, 31. I mean, even now though, we've seen more guys kind of be better past that age than before, coming off the injury. So those two things put together is the big question mark, right? Along with whatever he's doing on boats in the offseason. But he's going to show up.
I don't know.
The thing with the guys like that, though, is like he's been doing this a long time. He's a pro. He's going to show up and be ready to play when it's game time. So I'm not too worried about what he's doing during the summertime on a boat. Like, he's going to be fine when he shows up. But yeah, I think the touchdowns is the way to go. I mean, he has been solid throughout his career receiving touchdowns. And again, you look at this team and this receiving core. Hunter Henry, definitely a guy I want to look at his touchdown receptions as well. But you get a trusted wide receiver like a Diggs that you can throw to as a young quarterback. And when you've not really had any options through your first season,
right?
I think that's a smash for Diggs over 4.5.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I love the dynamic of Drake Maye, this young quarterback, having a truly seasoned, fantastic veteran. Like, I feel like the injury and, all the diva talk and all of this, like, that kind of takes away from the talent that Stefon Diggs is. Yep. And I love what this can look like. I mean, prior to last year, he only played 8 games. I don't even know how many yards he had. I think it was like 4 something.
Yeah, he's at almost 500, but he still had 3 touchdowns even in 8 games.
Right, exactly. And he had 6 seasons straight over 1K. And I feel like a lot of times you hear a lot of noise about Stefon Diggs because he's whatever you want to say. But now he's got a lady. He's got Cardi B. He's together. He's enjoying himself on boats. He's going to he's the guy that thrives when he gets a new system too. Yeah. He might throw a fit like next year, but like this year, you're going to get all of Stefon Diggs. And I love that. So I like the over 4.5.
Well, you got to impress Cardi B, right? I mean,
got to impress
it's Cardi B. Come on.
She's a badass. You mentioned Hunter Henry. We talked about how does this play out? Like, if you were to Matt Collins is there? What?
Yeah, that's it was funny because
this depth chart's fucking weird.
The last time I was on with you was like right when I think it was either right before free agency started or it had already started. We hadn't signed any wide receivers and we talked about it. And then like within the next day they signed Matt Collins and it was like, this is not what I meant when I meant they needed to sign a wide receiver.
Okay, so wide receiver, like, how do you think like targets play out on this team if you were to just guess?
Yeah, I think Diggs is probably the guy, right? I think he's going to be the main guy. I think he's going to be the target. I think Henry might be the next guy on the team because I think he's, young quarterbacks, these big guys over the middle. It's an easy, soft, guy to get it to right there. Easy play to make. Let's not overcomplicate it. And Henry's a great wide receiver. He has been for quite some time, right? As a receiving tight end. So I think that he honestly will probably be the next guy in that line. And then, I mean, I think Pop Douglas will probably be used in the slot quite a bit. And Williams is the big question, right? Where does he fit into that? I think is the biggest unknown. And I'm not sure yet on that. And I don't know if I got a little burnt on the rookie wide receivers last year because it was like, hey, they drafted 2 guys, fairly early in the draft, like, okay. And they both just stank up the entire show. And so it was like, I don't know. I think that's made me a little gun shy on Williams because I got so disappointed by those 2 last year.
Right. And fuck what we know. Like, it could end up being Matt Collins. And then we're like, this sucks, right? He's going to be a guy that I'm going to love.
He's going to have those like 2 touchdown games. He's going to be like bet him 2 touchdowns when they play the Bills or something.
Yeah.
He's just going to go off in his bare feet and whatever.
I love have you seen his like life hack videos? He's very funny.
I'll have to check those out.
You
now
have
that
to
he's
check
a
them out.
Patriot.
He like does life hacks like how to clean a microwave. Like I'm not even being rude about
wow.
it. It's very
All right.
he can do like all these life hacks here.
I could use some good life hacks. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, he's got you. I recommend wearing shoes though. He's not really a big
yeah, that's
shoe
an
guy.
interesting. I mean, hey, to each their own, but I'm a shoes outside guy.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we'll fire off. Actually, I'm going to pull up a couple of these listener questions that I asked earlier. Everyone's so split in the Patriots. They're either very, very high on them or they're very, very low on them.
Yep, I've noticed that.
But also sometimes I'm like, are you also doing this because you're still hating on the Brady era?
Well, yeah, they're gonna be a hated team because they were great for so long, which is fine. We'll take the hate. We got 6 Super Bowl rings.
Sean Green, our fearless leader, asked, "What will the left part of their O-line look like?"
Yeah, I think Campbell, the rookie, that's what they picked him for, to be the left tackle. So I think he's the guy that holds it down over there. They drafted a guard. They also signed a veteran guard from the Vikings. I think it'll be between those two guys. They both can play center. They both can play guard. So I think one of them goes to center and the one goes to left guard. And I'm not too concerned. Campbell, the small arms thing, right? T-Rex arms or whatever. But I think they took him that high because they feel like he can get the job done. And I think he's been doing it in the SEC. And that's where a lot of those pass rushers in the NFL are coming from, right? So I'm not too worried about him.
Let's see. What's another good one here? Some of these are stupid. You guys are funny. Who's going to be in the slot? Diggs or Pop Douglas? Also, I feel like we got totally like the Baker and Polk thing. Like I feel like we got psyched out by both of those guys.
Yes,
like that was a lot of bullshit there. But who do you see in the slot?
Yeah, I think Pop Douglas is going to be that guy. I think he's worked well there over the past couple years. He's a guy and stuff that I think is just being very underrated. And because he's been sort of inconsistent over the last couple of years, but look at his quarterback play. May was a rookie last year with a bad offensive line. Mac Jones prior to that, some Jacoby Brissett mixed in there, like not great. If this is a more established team now that's going to win that ballpark, and having, he was kind of the number one guy as a slot guy, that's kind of a weird dynamic too. But having Diggs now out, I think Diggs will play more on the outside and you have Poppy, the main guy in the slot. I think that's going to help him shine a little bit underneath.
Pop Douglas also I'm such a sucker for like a good nickname. Like
Pop. It's a
good one.
Pop. It is a great, yeah. Some nicknames are like, did we try to force that a little too much?
Yeah, you're forcing.
Pop
it's so natural.
It is great.
I feel like they need to name two of the guys Snap and Crackle so it can be like Snap, Crackle, Pop. Showing my age now. Okay, this will lead into my rapid fires to round out the show. How does an NFL team have 9 wide receivers but also 0 wide receivers? Who is worth drafting in fantasy for this team?
Yeah, well, I think Diggs. You kind of mentioned it as a guy that slipped a little bit. Yeah. I think Pop, where he's going in drafts with the potential upside that he has, is a great guy to snag. And then Henry, I think, will be a solid tight end. We've seen that from him in fantasy for years. He's, tight end's a tough spot, especially when you get past the top group of guys. Yeah. But Henry's a guy that I think is going to get targets every week. He's going to get you some touchdowns here and there, and could be he's not going to be, Sam Laporta or guys we've seen the last couple of years, but going to be a solid guy you can start just about every week and not have to worry too much. Especially
if you get an injury in the tight end spot. He's a good plug and play kind of you're going to get a nice little floor from him. All right, what's your final?
He's one of those guys where you don't have to worry about him. You just plug him in every week, and
you might not get the big spike in the.
But you don't have to worry about the goose eggs.
Yes, 100%. Final record prediction for the 2025 New England Patriots.
17-0. Oh,
sorry, we took that from you.
Boom. No, I think I think they're going to be right at the win total. So give me it's at 8.5, right? So give me 9 wins, and I think that's what we're going to see.
Okay, I got him at 8. How is the division? How did I just say that? I don't even know. I was divine division. How is the division finishing out here?
Yeah, I think it'll be Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets.
Okay, you're a breakout candidate for this year.
Breakout candidate this year, Drake Maye. I mean, he can break out still, right?
Who's the keep your eyes on guy? Like, who should we be watching for? It doesn't need to be on the offense if you want it to be on the defense. Because I think Gonzalez, we won't be able to get to it because I was late. But like, I think he's kind of a fun long shot for defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I like that. Their defense, I think, is going to be. I think that's going to. We haven't talked much about that because, well, let's face it, right? Offense is the more exciting part of the field,
right.
But the defense is going to be solid. But I think Henderson's the guy to keep an eye on because I think that he takes over that job and establishes himself as a solid back in this league.
And give me your Super Bowl prediction.
Super Bowl prediction. Boy, it's tough to see the Eagles not getting back there. So I'm going to go Eagles versus Ravens, and Lamar Jackson gets his first Super Bowl win.
I'm with you on Lamar Jackson. Absolutely love it. Last one here is Eli Manning Tom Brady's dad?
Unfortunately, I think he is, and I do agree that he should be in the Hall of Fame. So, even as a Patriots fan, I will put that out there. So,
thanks. That's all I got. A lot of Giants things in my childhood bedroom here. It was very nostalgic because they're all from like the good times, not the bad times. So it's kind of nice to be here. I feel
that's what you got to focus on, right?
I don't feel horrible. I feel great. Let everyone know where they can find you and what you are working on.
Yeah, you can follow me over on the X at Husker_Zeeb. Find all my stuff there. If you're into racing, host of the NASCAR Gambling Podcast over there. We're on 3 times a week on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. And then I do a ton of writing for sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Like I said, individual articles for all 32 NFL teams with my 3 best bets. And there will be tons of NFL stuff, racing stuff, whatever else they'll let me write about. It's always over there on the site.
I feel like you have to give out one of your favorite NFL bets. Ryan's gonna be like, you were already late and now you're asking for more. Give out one of your favorites from your article.
Travis Kelce. I'm gonna take. I don't remember what the number is, but his receiving yards, it's ridiculously low. The guy is. I put this in the article, but I have a neighbor who's a Vietnam vet, and I was helping him with something one day. He looked at me. He's like, I can do this. And he goes, I'm old, but I'm not dead. And that's how I feel about Travis Kelce. He's so old, but he's not dead. Like, they're just being very disrespectful on his number. And it's way lower than he's gone over that number for like 14 seasons. It's ridiculously low. He's still going to have a solid season. He's still a good guy. I get all the hype and the hoopla and his fancy little, swoop cut he's got now or whatever the hell. But it's still Travis Kelce, one of the greatest tight ends ever. So give me his over receiving yards.
That's making me crave a Cardi B, Taylor Swift collab there. All right, you were fantastic. I'll let you get out of here. Good luck to your Patriots. I'm sure we'll get you on very soon.
Yes, thanks for having me. Take care.
Of course, Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best ball is the best way to play fantasy football. Underdog also is a great place for pick'em. I'm not forcing golf into this because we're about to talk about the Open. So I am going to give you my first NFL futures pick'em entry. We got, and yes, 2 of these guys are Giants, but it's all right. Abdul Carter, higher, 6.5 sacks. Adam Thielen, over half a 100+ receiving yard game. Scattaboo, higher, 3.5 rushing TDs. Darnell Mooney, higher, 24.5 receiving yards. And Saquon Barkley, lower than, 14.99.5 rushing yards. That gets you 20x your monies. We like that. So sign up with Smalls to claim your special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SMALLS. You've heard us talk about Rhythm before, and they dropped a game-changing feature called Power Trends. These are AI-detected patterns where Rhythm's model has consistently won and has a high ROI. Think a strikeout prop that wins 59% of the time when the line and win probability hit a certain range. Power Trends are updated daily and exclusive to Rhythm. No touts, no noise, just clean data-backed bets. Download the Rhythm app. Check out Power Trends and start betting smarter. You know we will be. You also know I will not be giving you a power trend, despite that being what I should be doing. I'm not doing that. I'm giving you a golf bet. First golf bet that I'm handing out to you. Mimuli top 20 plus 360. That's a long dog play. He's projected to finish 19 with My Rhythm model. Get your 7-day free trial, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And now we have a first timer to the show. Mal, hello. How's it going?
Stefie, how are you? Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I've been waiting for my turn. I've been watching a parade of all network presenters come on. I'm thinking, where's my turn? And now we're here. Looking
Well,
forward.
we had to have you on for the last major of the year. It's the Open.
True. Yeah, can't wait. Excited.
Did you watch the Scottish Open last week?
I did watch the Scottish Open.
Yes.
Actually, it was only about an hour further north from where I'm sitting right now, actually.
Amazing.
Up on the northeast coast. There were some really nice drone shots of
from
where I am to Edinburgh. There's some of the most stunning golf courses. That coast is just golf courses. Absolutely stunning. And I enjoyed watching all of it. It looked great. And it was good.
Absolutely beautiful. And now we're going to Northern Ireland. We got Royal Portrush here. Thoughts on this course here? It's like definitely a very true, complete, fair test for these golfers.
Fair is the word I was going to use, Steffi. You're absolutely right. There's nothing in this that makes you want to put a line through any one type of person here. It's not too long. It's not too short. The whole point of links golf is the wind. That's why it exists. This course could play differently all 4 days, depending on what the wind's doing. And kind of unusually here, there's not many consecutive holes in the same direction. It kind of chops and changes.
Yeah.
It's not 9 out, 9 back. So it kind of keeps you guessing. The one unusual thing about this, the two things I would handicap this on are the wind, which we've mentioned. I think it'll be all right. It might get up on Sunday, which is kind of when you want it to get up. They played here in 2019, and that's what's happened then. But unusually for a links course, they have quite a lot of elevated greens, sort of little tabletops and plateaus. So it's hard to run it in to those greens. So if you get out of position in the rough isn't mad, but it will stop you from bumping it up. There's a lot of little areas where the ball will gather. So sort of long iron play, trajectory, controlling the trajectory of your irons into those greens is going to be crucial. But other than that, a perfectly fair test, and it's going to be set up lovely, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is one of those courses where it's like, don't get too excited if the guy that you bet on is leading going into round 4, because anything can really happen here. I think one of the things, I don't want guys that can melt down. Like we need players here that like can set up a strategy to get scoring opportunities, not panic, put themselves in good positions, be smart. So if you're not in the best spot, like go and take the par and run with it. Like we don't need to go cute. We don't need to go crazy here. Avoid the bunkers would be nice. There's 57 of them on this course. Like looking at this and evaluating, handicapping it, what's like the 3 most important data pieces that you looked at?
Actually, trends in terms of an appearance at the Scottish Open is not crucial. I'd use the word beneficial. I think the last 3 Open winners finished 10th, 12th, and 15th at the Scottish Open. 9 of the last 13 Open winners played in the Scottish Open. So an appearance there, that's why they do it. An appearance there is incredibly beneficial. So what helped me was to tidy up my betting card here was to get rid of the live golfers who played in Spain this weekend. They played at Valderrama in Spain, which in no way looks like the challenge they're going to face next week at all. So I just thought it was a big negative. John Rahm, Cam Smith, Bryson, Neiman, Hatton, Koepka, Reed. I put a line through them all, which meant I was dealing with a lot more players here. And the course designer, actually, which is a bit really nerdy, let's be honest. Harry Colt designs. There's players who've got a really good record on them. Shane Lowry's one of them. I have actually not picked Lowry when we get onto my picks in a little minute. I haven't picked Lowry because you can't pick everybody. But there are a couple of blokes in here with really good records on these Harry Cold design courses. Wentworth is one in this country that's very similar. In Northern Irish form, you've got a lot of good Northern Irish form on here. But I think the big one for me was that Scottish Open appearance. You don't even have to have done well in it. The fact you've played in it is remarkably beneficial when you come to tee it up on Thursday morning.
Yeah. Gosh, producer Ryan, can he come on every week? Because this accent is like fantastic. I feel like inferior to you because your accent is beautiful. I'm obsessed with it here. Was there one guy that stood out when you went to like start placing your bets? Which shockingly, I think my card is almost done, and that it's a little bold without knowing the weather here. So I think I'll add some towards the end of the week. Who was one guy that you were like, I have to bet him? Like, is there one guy that stood out to you?
My accent was elevated to the most aggressive on the show when the Boston Capper left. Boston Capper held the crown for many years. He left, I assume, the number one spot. So I am the accent guy. Right, we have to talk about Rory, don't we? I think just it's a homer play. He's 11-2. Like, I'm not going to win any prizes for picking him, but there's so many things pointing towards him. Scottish Open, he was great. I know I watched who were you talking? You were talking to a big good-looking bloke about Rory quite recently. Can't remember his name.
Who was it? Matt Buchanan, probably, I would assume.
And Rory climbed that mountain. He got that Grand Slam.
Yeah.
And he had to come down. I mean, he's achieved, the achievement was incredible. He had to come down the mountain. I think people were a little bit harsh on him and quite quick to jump on him. It was his attitude. He was a bit snippy for a couple of weeks, wasn't he? He looks quite happy. I mean, he held the course record here at this. He shot a 61 here when he was about 13, something ridiculous. On the old layout, they've moved a few tee boxes and things, but he held the course record here. He actually missed the cut here in 2019, but he shot a 79 on day one. He shot a 65 on day two, but he'd already hung himself the previous day. I just can't ignore him at 11-2. Like I say, he's not a very fancy play. I kind of took one player from each tier in terms of
it. Yeah, let's hear
the odds. Yeah. I did put an American in because I didn't want to let you people down.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, you know.
Thank you.
Stefie.
Although sometimes I don't claim America, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to be careful.
Go ahead.
You'll get me cancelled. Xander, the champ, 20-1. Really good all-round profile. A steady performance at Renaissance over the weekend. And tied 41st here, 2019. But his middle two rounds were really good. He shit the bed a bit on the Sunday. But his second and third rounds are really good. So I think he'll be okay. Are you in on Schauffele?
I am. We can all laugh at this. I bet him twice. I have 2 tickets on him now. I wasn't going to tell everyone, but I have to be honest to the crowd. I bet him in May, thinking I was getting a good number. It was not a good number, but I rebet him this morning using my boost at Bet Rivers to get an each way on him at 33-1.
Oh, wow.
He has one of the longest
great
streaks.
Price.
Yeah, it's great. Isn't that beautiful? I didn't tweet it out because you guys ruin everything. So you had to wait until the show to hear it. I think people get spooked a lot with these guys that come off an injury. But Xander is the exact guy, defending champ. He's the type of guy that will sneak up on you on Sunday. He just did it last weekend. What was he? I think he finished T8. He has 6 top 20s, last 9 starts. It was T8, wasn't it? He's so sneaky, and I like him at a course like this. He seems locked in. Everything is trending in the right direction here. Last 7 opens, 5 top 20s, one T26. The worst was a T41, 3 top 15s, a win and a T2. I mean, what is there not to like? This is it screams Xander.
Yep, totally agree with you, Steffi. My next pick actually is Matt Fitzpatrick. He's 50-1.
I had him last week. That was painful.
Yeah, he played well. He looks like he's a bracket or a tier 2 high. He should be in with the 33-1 shots, the 25-1 shots. That's all I thought with Fitzpatrick. He's got major form, Scottish Open form. 4 really steady rounds here in 2019 where he tied 20th. But like I say, I think he's just overpriced. Good each way value, Fitzpatrick. The player I can't get away from, and I mean, you might help me out here. I don't know if you can say positive or negative things. It's Ryan Fox. And I've seen Ryan Fox. Oh, is that bad?
No, it's good. I'm worried. I hate when I feel like he's gonna get popular because all the sharp people like him, and I don't like that because then the public gets on him.
Don't in any way convince yourself that what I'm saying is sharp, by the way. David in the chat's just said
he's say anything with that accent, and I'd be like,
that's exactly my point. Now, don't tell Sean and Ryan this because they haven't worked it out. I've been on the network for 5 years, and all I've got is saying silly things in a funny accent. So don't just keep that. That's our little secret, right? The people who are here. Ryan Fox, 10 major cuts in a row. Tick. We're all for that.
Yeah.
Recent winner, won a Canadian Open, didn't he? Won at Myrtle Beach. Now, he wasn't spectacular this week in Scotland, but we've already said you didn't have to be spectacular. You just had to play, and that's what he did. He was really good here in 2019, tied 16. And it was the second round. The second round, everyone hit 68. He hit 75. I don't know what he did on the second round. His other 3 rounds were really, really good. Yes. And this is a stat. He's the only man ever to break 30 on the back 9 of an Open. He said 29. And he did it right here. So, yeah, Ryan Fox at 80-1. And my final play, I think you have to back Justin Rose. It might be a little bit of a homer play.
I love him. I did bet him
because
today.
If on Sunday tea time, Justin Rose is waving that trophy about and I haven't bet him, I'll be furious. He just turns up in the Opens. I saw he was there. He didn't play in Scotland this. Oh, he did.
He did. He played well. He snuck up there. I think he was definitely top 10.
But he was at Royal Portrush early last week. He was out there Monday. Yeah, did you see that? He was out there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, getting his sight lines off the tee. All stuff like that. Incredibly well prepared. He was top 5 through 36 and 54 holes. And yeah, you have to take Justin Rose. So they're my outrights. I've got a couple of first round leaders and stuff, but yeah, where do you want to go?
Yes, next? I love the Rose. One of my first bets I placed was him top 20. Absolutely love that. I think, and he's someone that just kind of locks in at these majors.
Absolutely, yeah.
Talking about too. Who were you just mentioning before? Oh, Fox. I wanted to just add this in there. I talk a lot about like the creativity around the green and being smart, but also like knowing when you can be aggressive. And Ryan Fox is so calm, cool, collected the way that he plays, and he knows the right moments to like push the limit a little bit. And he also knows, all right, I'm gonna back off. And I like him. I like that fit here. So I think he is absolutely fantastic. What were you looking at as far as your placements go? I can rattle through some of mine after.
I've got first round leaders, and I've got one.
I bet Rose first round leader.
Okay. I've got Ludwig Åberg. I think you're a fan of his, aren't you? He has shot plenty 66s on these Harry Cole designed courses. Which is a lovely little angle in Åberg at 40-1 he is. And Tommy Fleetwood, 3 of the last 5 Open Thursdays, he's finished in the top 10. So you get a run for your money. Tommy Fleetwood can come out of the boxes pretty quick. And I had to put Ryan Fox in there. He's capable of shooting to 29. We just said that. Loads of options around the green. You just mentioned Fox being able to pick and choose his moments. You'll see a lot of people put in from around the green. You've got tons of options, and that's what Fox will be good at, being able to work out what his best play is. I think he's got more opportunity than others around the green.
Absolutely. I bet on, God, what was this? I was driving back from vacation, and I happened to see a without Scotty and Rory market, and Ludwig was 30-1. So I have a Ludwig 30-1 without Scotty, without Rory. Absolutely love that. His round 4 has been a little funky, but when he is like zoned in and in the zone, big fan of him. So I like that. I like that number. Where are you at with Hovland? Do you have any feelings about him?
Don't mind him. What price is he? 40-1.
Yeah.
Let me just see what I can drag up. Yeah. He wasn't in Spain at the week, was he, Victor? No.
Pro team is good, but then like he seems a little off right now.
He did nothing for me one way or the other. Is probably the worst thing I can say. He's got a decent open record. What 12, 4, 13 with a missed cut. Yeah, he can get into contention. 3 for 4. Opening round into the top 10. Victor Hovland has shot 66 as it opens. So yeah, absolutely can get hot. Didn't make it onto my card, but I wouldn't put you off him at all.
Okay. I feel a little bit better about that. I don't know if I feel great about that, but I feel a little bit better about that. I'm going to throw out 2 names to you. One of these guys, which I'll talk about first, I ended up betting his each way as well. It's 350 to 1.
Wow.
But I also like his top 30 at plus 360. It's Mr. Matthew Jordan. He top 10 last 2 opens here. He withdrew for some reason. I didn't go too far into it, but he seems to do this thing where he misses a cut and then he does well, and then he misses a cut and then he does well. I like Matthew Jordan to get the top 30 here. Consistent. 2 top 10s in the open back-to-back years. I like it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that form at all, is there?
No.
I mean, he's not someone you hear about particularly often.
No.
But the fact that he did finish top 10 in the open means he gets an exemption. I can't remember how many years he gets that exemption for. And yeah, horses for courses. I just don't know why at those prices. Again, I wouldn't put you off the fact he's got those performances.
Yeah. And I think a lot of times too with the majors, like this is, we have a lot of the more, I don't know, casuals coming in and betting. So a lot of times the value gets sucked out of some of these guys as far as their numbers go. So sometimes you have to get a little bit creative here. Davis Thompson, I also bet his top 30 here. I like his make the cut number as well. His game is actually in very good form outside of his putting, which is starting to trend the right way. Other than that, he's in the green as far as every other statistical category. So I think for him to get a top 30 here, I'm contradicting myself with him because he is someone that I could see blow up a little bit.
Yeah.
He is a blow up candidate, but I do like the top 30 number.
Just looking at Matthew Jordan's form there, he shot 471s last year. I mean, there's no holes in that. It's not, it wasn't a roller coaster. Like he was steady Eddie. And that's at the very top of the show. That's exactly what you said you wanted your players to be like. So, I mean, that absolutely plays. In all honesty, David Thompson, I wouldn't know an awful lot about. I wouldn't know about his capabilities.
I call him Crybaby Thompson.
That's what would just put me off a little bit because it is a slightly unusual test.
Yeah. Yeah. What would you say about Mr. Scotty Scheffler here or anyone else towards the top of the board? Who shouldn't be shocking if they end up winning? Is it Scotty?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive because I've just said I would be happy backing McIlroy at 6 to 1, but I would be slightly put off backing Scheffler at 5 to 1. And that doesn't make any sense particularly. But I just watched Scheffler finish 13th or 14th over the weekend. And
it's another sneaky round 4 guy. You got to watch out for him.
Yeah, it just doesn't make me want to bet him. Like I said, the Rory angle is almost just the homecoming off the slam, the fact it's his home track, etc.
Yeah.
Scheffler doesn't have that. So I can't be backing him. A lot of people had their fingers burned. What price was he last time out in the major? Around about plus 300. I mean,
he's like plus 500 right now. I thought I've been using the boost from like the tournament that's ongoing for a future tournament, and I do have a plus 540 ticket on him. I know everyone, you guys can yell at me. My card is ridiculous. I don't care what you think, to be honest. Like, I don't care. It's a plus 540 on Scotty Scheffler, and he's very much win.
On Sunday when they've cashed, you think, I've just won a 6 to 1 shot. We spend all week on this show. I do the MLB, I do the Premier League. I spend all day back in minus 111. You'd love a 6 to 1 shot, but for some reason it's frowned upon if you take a 6 to 1 shot in the golf. But it'll be on Sunday night when that money's sitting there, you'll be perfectly happy. The 2 favourites that again I've gone against the live golfers, Jon Rahm, and Bryson was the one I mentioned. I've got a fade, and Bryson is my man for that fade. To miss the cut, please, plus 375. Ooh. And this is a little bit of a skinny price, but 26th or worse is minus 120.
like
I
that.
just don't fancy Bryson around here. Like I say, I know it's not a 50 to 1 shot. It is minus 120. But at a shorter price, Bryson is my biggest fade of the week.
I like that quite a bit. I might have to tell you on that one there. Neiman's not getting talked about much. I know I'm rambling here, but this is the first time I'm getting a chance to talk about this out loud here. Any thoughts on Neiman? Because he's not getting talked about at all. And where is that coming from, you think? Is it the course fit?
I put a line through him because of he played at Valderrama over the weekend.
Yeah, okay.
He's got a terrible record.
He does.
In 2 missed cuts and 3 finishes,
Yeah.
50 or worse. So there's just not enough form, like pure form. You can't bet him.
Yeah.
It was that straightforward. Sometimes, especially in golf, you're trying to put lines through people. So Neiman was really easy to put a line through. You have to try and make a case for him rather than the case being there and you sort of unraveling it. With Neiman, it was just a hard pass, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I bet on Mr. Matt McCarty to make the cut. That's still a nice number there. I like what he's doing right now. He's not playing impressive golf, but I think he's playing make the cut golf. And maybe that's not an answer everyone wants to hear, but like a minus 110 on this guy to make the cut is very lovely.
Yeah, no issues with that at all, Stephie. Love it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Last one is, and if you want to get in on Scotty and you're a little nervous or skittish to take, those short numbers there, I do like taking the angle of him either to be the round 2 leader or the round 3 leader. The round 3 leader is plus 850 on my bookie, and I think that is a nice number there.
Yeah, I'm looking at. I mean, there's tons of markets, isn't there?
I know.
Top 2 finished do anything for you at 3 to 1?
Who was that?
Yeah. First round top 10.
Oh, who is that?
Scotty.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A little bit. I think Scotty is, you can't count Scotty out in any market. Like even what he's doing in like his approach game. And, this past week, if he wasn't almost damn near last in the field in putting, he would have ran away with it. Like he was like 119th at some point, going into, I think, the back 9 there. And then he was first in almost everywhere else. I know he wasn't approached. So I think Scotty, when he can get his putting, we haven't seen him putt like that. And he putted so bad. But like if he gets his putting average,
Stephie, sorry, I've found one. Finishing position 8th or better, minus 120. Scotty top 8.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a great number.
He's going to be there, isn't he? His name is going to be on that board all day Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we talked about Xander. He's someone that I also bet top 10. I think Xander is and I did this last year too. This is just, he's an automatic top 10 guy for me. You brought up Lowry a little bit. He's going to be popular. Do you have any interest in him?
Yes.
I bet him top 30. He won here obviously in 2019. He's around the green is what everyone's going to knock him on. He's probably going to be popular. But like the last 2 weeks were 2 of his worst around the green performances of his career. So it's uncharacteristic. I like Shane Lowry this week. I don't know if I can get there with him at a win and at that number. If you can get a nice each way on him, I think I like that. But even the top 30 number is lovely.
Tell you what, in a strange gambling omen, Stephie, Shane Lowry has just come on my TV as we speak.
Did he? Oh, no.
Yes. So make of that what you will. He's another one who's great at these Harry Cole designs. 14 for 20, top 20 finishes on a Harry Cole design course. Unbelievable, that is. He's won twice. He's had 2 second places. 100 to 1 when he won this 5 years ago. Like, there's no reason not to back him. Home crowd, home a play. Yeah, like I say, I just didn't want to come out and shoot 6 or 7 shots. It felt like I was cheating. So I put Lowry out, but Lowry was kind of next cab off the rank for me.
Especially if we get that weather on Sunday, he's someone that comes to mind. Another person, I know you kind of I know we were writing some of the live guys off, but I don't think Hatton is a bad look either for some of this because as much as he is a little crankpot, sometimes when we start thinking about these windy conditions, a links course. I think, new golf fans probably don't know this, but this is where we see Hatton thrive too. And he's had some really nice appearances in the T14 at the Masters, T4 at the US Open, T6 the last time that he played this course. Somehow the wind tends to chill him out. So I can get behind Hatton there as well at a top 20.
Yeah, I feel like the harder it gets, the more Hatton comes into it. He's
Because it matches his
tenacious,
psychotic energy. Yeah.
Yeah, really tenacious. He seems like the nicest bloke in the world when he's just having a bit chat with his friends and stuff, and then gets his game face on and he goes psycho. But yeah, really tenacious. If that wind gets up, he does thrive under those conditions.
Yeah.
Stuff. He needs something to get his teeth into. And if the wind's blowing, then Hatton will be stepping up definitely.
And he loves being not on U.S. soil. 8 of his 10 wins have
True.
come abroad, or what I would say is abroad. So I think Hatton is an interesting play if you're going to look at some of the live guys.
Yeah, completely agree with you. Love in home, I play for me, Englishman.
Yeah, I love it. Any last thoughts on the Open before I let you get out of here? You were fantastic. We have to get you on again.
Not especially. I'm just really looking forward to watching it. For a start, I spend all my life watching them.
Wake up early. It's fantastic. Well, not you. I do.
Yeah, well, it's the shoes on the other foot here because I'm sitting here watching the Mariners and the Astros at 3 o'clock in the morning every year. So this is perfect for me. You lot have to get up and be on my time zone for the first time. But I mean, 4 days of championship open golf with golf's the only sport where you can bet at 80 to 1 shot and not think you've gone mad. I just listened to you and Cody talk about the period. There's no 80 to 1 shots in there particularly. So I feel like all your best gambling wins are on the golf because it's the 100 to 1 shot that you remember. It's the 350 to 1 shots each way that you've given out, stuff like that. And we're not remembering sort of the Seattle Mariners on last Tuesday night at minus 130. So this is what in DFS as well. Obviously, I'll make 10,000 lineups and see if we can throw some horseshoes at the moon doing that.
Yeah. What's your favorite strategy for DFS? Or is there a guy, in those lower ranges that you would recommend people to take a look at here?
Ryan Fox was my cornerstone.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like then the old Italian blokes, Molinari and people like that. Why is he on the leaderboard? He
rated out very well for me this week, I will say. So did the other name I want to drop because he's not on my card. I didn't do anything quite yet, but Louis Oosthuizen was also one of the guys. He's not Italian, but he rated out fantastic for me this week.
When you get out of bed and put that on Thursday morning, a couple of those names will be on there. Bro said, didn't he play in 1978? That sort of, but they'll be on that board definitely. Like you say, Oosthuizen, Molinari, people like that.
Yeah, Matteo Manacero, those are the guys that I find a little bit interesting here. Let everyone know where they can find you. You're fantastic. Need to get you on again very soon.
You're very welcome, Steffi. I do the MLB show with 4 or 5 of the lads here on the network. We do that 6 nights a week, believe it or not. We only have a Saturday off. It's never ended. And my friend Barry, who was just in the comments here a little while ago, we do the Premier League gambling podcast as well. We are about 4 weeks away from the start of the new Premier League season. So we do that 2 nights a week. So on YouTube, wherever you follow Steffi, you'll be able to find the MLB shows and the Premier League shows. On X at Mal_B_sport. I do the whole with Sean and Ryan as well. Any DJan activity, and you'll find
yes. You are fantastic. Oh my goodness. Everyone go follow him. I'll let you get out of here. Go enjoy your, I'm losing track of my days because I've been on vacation too long. Go have fun on your Monday. It doesn't feel like
Thank
Monday
you very much.
I appreciate you so much.
Good night, Steffi. Thank you.
See ya. I think producer Ryan's going to come on for extra holes.
Hey, yeah, extra holes. That's our new segment.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I need
You're in your yoga studio.
I am in my yoga studio. I'm on a pillow. This is a picture of me with my brother growing up.
Oh my gosh, you are cute.
I
love the
I was
teeth.
Really cute. I was really cute. Yes, there's a lot of things going on in here.
So your mom does yoga in your old bedroom.
Oh yes, there's a whole meditation thing set up. There's no desk in here. A lot going on.
That's great. My bedroom is just my mom's storage, my old bedroom. She's just like jam-packed it full of stuff. It just looks like a hoarder's bonanza in there.
It's crazy because half of this room is just like my stuff, which every time I come here, I'm like, this is what the fuck is going on in here. And then it's kind of nostalgic, but also kind of scary a little bit because I'm like 100 years old now. And then there's a whole meditation center over here. I don't know how much. I'm sitting on a yoga pillow, a meditating pillow. It's actually quite comfortable.
What makes
I
for
might
a,
just do shows from the floor moving forward.
what makes for a meditating pillow? How is that different than a regular pillow?
I don't know. Do you want to? Does everyone want to see what it looks like? It's like a. You guys think I'm kidding? I don't make things up. I would never, let me get back up here. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty comfortable. There's sorority things in here. There's a lot going on. A lot of stages of my life in here.
All right.
It's a little weird.
That's nice that your mom surrounds herself with your old stuff while she's meditating.
Probably doesn't come in here. She came in earlier when I was setting up and she's like, I really have to get rid of stuff. And I'm like, you've been saying that every single time I come home since I moved back from college. You're not getting rid of anything. You love it. You love it.
Okay, we have some undebatable lists today.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's do that and then we'll get out of here before I say your asshole.
We'll get quick. Did you bring a list?
I can bring a list. Let's do the things I'm boycotting.
Oh yeah, boycotting stuff.
I think I sent it to you before. Let's see. What are we boycotting? We're gonna find out.
So while you look for that one, I'm gonna tell you the worst fantasy football names that ChatGPT came up with.
Oh, I love this. Men love ChatGPT. Can I just say that? Do you?
ChatGPT's my best friend now.
Into like a chat? Do you ask her questions or do you type them out? And is she a she? Is she a him?
I do
they,
both.
them?
They them. I have a he. I call him Bloom.
Okay.
He's named after one of my favorite characters in Rushmore. He's played stupid. Okay, I won't get into that. All right. So I asked for good fantasy team names. He only came up with bad. Malik and Destroy.
What?
Instead of Seek and Destroy, Malik and Destroy.
Okay. It's fine.
Laporta Potty.
That's kind of funny. I like that one. Shit.
Okay, this one's for Drake London. Drake Carr Noir. Yeah, that's a bad one.
It's a bad one.
This one's for Jaden Daniels. Daniel's Inferno instead of Dante's Inferno. I know these are horrible.
I feel like this is ChatGPT a dad? These are like dad. These are like
dad qualities. Genty business instead of risky business.
Yeah, dad. These are what is this? What year was ChatGPT born? What have they been holding out on us? What is he programmed to?
I think he's programmed by a dad for sure. For Travis Hunter, Hunter Gatherers. Sure you didn't.
Girl.
Sure you didn't. And Cam Wardrobe malfunction. Cam Wardrobe malfunction. There you go. That was it.
Bitchy. Okay.
All right. Do you have your things that you're boycotting?
I do. Things I'm boycotting. I haven't read this list. I don't even know what's on this list. Let's read through it. Things I'm boycotting, and then we'll get out of here. Rory, ironically. I was very kind to our guest, but holy fucking shit. Rory, even this week, why he gets this little attitude when he starts doing well that drives me. Something about him is just so off-putting to me. I'm happy that people love him. I'm out for that. I must have been mad when I put this one. This one's crossed out. Getting my nails done, and it was up for consideration. I don't know why. Excessive recycling.
Wait, you still get your nails done, don't you?
I know. I don't know. I must have been. I don't know. It was probably after we lost our jobs. Excessive recycling. Why do I give a fuck about recycling? I'm not going to be here. Like, my mom's always like, "Oh, you're great, great, great." I don't give a fuck. I don't know them. I don't give a fuck about my great, great, great grandkids.
Right. And I've
Just
I've
throw
read
it
that
out. I don't believe it.
recycling
It's a sham.
recycling is a sham anyway. Yeah, I agree.
It's a sham. Okay. Voicemails. Don't fucking leave me a voicemail.
Yeah. No, just text you.
Do you
Not
like
that
you
you
like
res-
voicemails? You like voicemails?
No, I don't. I don't like voicemails. I'm saying just text Stephie.
Yeah,
She
just text
will
me.
not. She will not text you back often, but then she'll get into a rhythm where she'll text you like 10 times in a row.
Yeah. Well, I'm focused. You only get it's a
Yeah.
small. Someone described it. Josie over at Caddy Shanks described it. I'm like a stray cat. Like I come back, but I go and then eventually I come home for food.
That might be the best description. Okay, of your personality. I
Sun
love it.
safety. Sun safety. SPF is bullshit. My grandma, great aunt, they used baby oil. My grandma had perfect skin when she passed away. It's bullshit.
Okay, so you never put on you never put on
some stuff, but like
sunlo-
this whole trend of like wear a hat. People are wearing like gloves when they drive in the car. Like it's not that serious. You need some vitamin D. You look sick.
So you were just at the beach. Did you wear sunscreen?
I sprayed. I like to get a little bit. I sprayed a little because I am aging, but a little bit. But I don't think it's as serious as everyone makes it.
Okay, fair.
I also still this is bad. I still participate in tanning beds during the winter because they make me happy and everyone go fuck themselves. Okay. The myth of Helen Keller, don't believe it at all. People who hate dogs, so weird. That's so weird. What do you fucking mean you hate dogs?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Fuck those people. Those people are the worst.
Cousins. And maybe it's because I don't have this is hilarious. Maybe it's because I don't have that many. But like I hate people that are so obsessed with their cousins. It's just like I'm not subscribing to the cousins thing. You're not that related to them. You're not related enough that it needs to be that serious.
Yeah, but you're also related enough where you can't date them.
Yeah, but you now I'm like putting out. One of my friends is dating technically her cousin, but they're not by blood. Because it's like her aunt's husband, like, you know what I'm saying? But that's still
yeah.
weird. I don't know.
I have a friend that slept with her stepbrother.
Okay, that's fucking see that. Oh, but no. That's weird though. How does that work? Christmas gotta be weird. Weddings, obviously. Not a fan. It's just too much. Why are you guys spending so much money? And why is there 18 events around them now?
Okay, love that.
And the last one is liquid IV. Shut the fuck up. It does nothing. Like literally shut the fuck up. You don't need liquid IV. You're just drinking sugar. It's not that serious. Oh, have a liquid IV.
Drink some water. Drink some water. I know you don't drink water either, but still.
And I'm fine. Okay, not also boycotting water. I'm fine. Like I drink water in my body. I wake up at like 2 a.m. once a week and my body's like, hey, you're kind of thirsty. That's when I drink water. And then I just have it like once a week and we're good.
There you go.
I'm not dead. You guys are full of shit. You don't need water.
I love this is the hot take that's going to go viral. Stephie's saying you don't need water.
Well, I always tell my brother and my dad, and this will be the last thing, that like if there was a zombie apocalypse, I'm going to outlive all of you motherfuckers because you need water. I don't need water. You will die. I will not die.
Love this. All right. That's going to be
Ryan's like, we're done now.
No. That's going to be your superpower in a zombie apocalypse. I fully
100%.
support this. I have never seen you drink water, so I believe you.
You really haven't, huh?
No, I've never seen you in Vegas, like even get a water at Circa where they're free.
They are free, which is a reason to go visit Circa. And then you guys should come out contest weekend and hang out with us. And you should also review the podcast because we're doing a giveaway. We're giving you a $50 futures bet.
Yeah. And a free Zoom call with Stephie.
And some merch.
Like,
what the hell? It's straightforward.
I mean, it's like Christmas for our listeners right now.
Exactly. I agree.
Christmas in July. All right.
Any other
thoughts? Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Last one I'll say is Brando in the chat says, producer Ryan 100% leaves voicemails. I do. They got me. But I'm from a different generation.
I wasn't going to air out your dirty laundry, but you definitely leave fucking voicemails.
I definitely fucking voicemails. You're right. Not a lot, not as many as my mom or anything like that, but I definitely leave voicemails.
I leave them for my parents because I know they like them.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, but that's a sign of love.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Speaking of love,
right.
if you love us, you should subscribe, like, rate, review this show, and we will see you guys on Wednesday.
All right. Awesome. Outro.